Welcome to Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, a state where education is free. Sadly, not everyone in the state knows this. Many young ones and their parents alike are unaware of these facts. Hence, many stay out of school because they think they can't afford the tuition fees. Such is the case of young Osamu Diame and his parents. Osamu Diame really wanted to be in school and admired his peers who were. Every morning, he would stop by to call out his friend's name who was a pupil of the school. Luckily, he was discovered by someone.
On that fateful day, I was on my normal routine visit to school. And among my school cohort was a primary school. So about entering a primary school, I saw this young boy called Osamu Diame Binovia. So he was outside the school fence, calling on a child inside the classroom. So I have to go close to him and ask, "Boy, why are you here?" So he said he's here because of his friend. Who is your friend?
Okay. Are you not supposed to be in school?
No, Mom, I'm not giving money for school.
Why are you not in school? He said he was formerly in over primary school, but the grandmother was sick. She can't move. So as a result, he has not been able to resume. Though the mother promised him that he's going to resume this school based on the distance from where he is to over primary school. So I now said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." "Okay, why are you here today?" He said that his friend Destiny told him that he does not know his school. So he wants to prove to Destiny that he actually knows his school. So that's why he's there that very day. And I said, "Okay, do you want to be in this school?" He said, "Yes." "If actually we admit you into the school, we register you into the school, will you be coming every day?" He said, "Yes." "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." So I said, "Okay, come with me." That's how we entered the school.
Osamu Diame's life was about to change for the better.
The Edo State's mission and vision for education in Edo State is that all Edo State school-age children have access to quality basic education, to ensure that all school dropouts are brought back to school, to also ensure that all out-of-school children are brought back to school, and to ensure that Edo State standard of education measures with the global standards. My name is Mrs. Omogiate Tina, officially known as Osasuyi Tina. I am a social mobilization officer from the local government. So I met with the headmistress of the school, Mrs. Gladys Isidahome.
I'm Comrade Mrs. Gladys Isidahome, the head teacher of Ego Primary School, Benin City. I came in contact with Osamu Diame about 3 years ago when Social Mobilization Officer Tina Omojate brought him to my office. So when they came now, Tina now explained to me that she met Osamu Diame in front of the gate that he wants us to assist him in this school. As SBNC secretary of the school, I immediately called the SBNC chairman, Chief John Adodo, and his members.
She called on the school-based management committee, which we normally abbreviate as SBMC. So these are the people from the community that help in managing the school. They are selected from the community to help monitor the school, because one of our pillar of education in Edo State is to ensure that community give their full participation and involvement to school education.
We had a meeting, we swung into action. What do we do to this boy who really wants to go to school, but because of what he explained, that the grandmother was sick, they cannot pay or they cannot afford his school uniform.
We presented the case of Osamu Diame to them, myself and the Haitian. One good thing about Edo Best is that education is free. basic education is compulsory and free. We don't pay school fees. So, but he needed school uniform and other writing materials. So they have to put their heads together on how to get him a school uniform.
So immediately, the SBAC members instructed me to provide a uniform for the boy, which I did.
Osamudiame was provided with school uniforms and books, and soon he was able to join the other children in school.
My name is Osamudiame Binovia. I'm a pupil of Ego Primary School and Primary TVC.
So getting to the office, another of my school, Olua Primary School, there was an NGO that came to distribute writing materials to the school children. So coincidentally and luckily for Osamudiame, the person donating those items answers or bears the same name with him, Osamudiame Igbinovia. So I approached the man. I told him about it. Immediately he heard the name, So he gave me bags, school bag for him, and notebooks, pencils, biro, and ruler to present to him.
When I came to school, my teacher gave me a uniform, bag, book, pencil, and eraser. I was happy.
I believe Osamudiame is a destined child. He's a lucky child.
So the EdoBest program is a basic education reform program, an initiative of Edo Subeb. We are the agency charged with ensuring that every child in Edo State within the age of 5 and 15 has access to education that is free and compulsory. But in Edo, we are trying to ensure that education is also as qualitative as it can be. And that's how the reform came about. What we've done with the reform is to ensure that we are implementing our basic education in the state, leveraging technology and prioritizing the collation of data, and that we're able to do this at scale. It means also that every child in Edo State, irrespective of where you live, has access to the same quality of education pretty much.
You know, in this part of the world we have, people believe that nothing goes for nothing. They have this impression that all is scam, because as a social mobilization officer, our key assignment is to sensitize, to mobilize, and advocacy. That is sensitization, mobilization, and advocacy. We sensitize. What is sensitization? We create information. We are the one carrying out these assignments for parents, for the public, to know that education is actually free. Gone are those days that what they will say in tele or what they will announce is different from what is actually happening. But their mindset has already been locked. That I beg you, when I go come market, come talk different thing. If we reach school, you understand, it's different thing. So that instinct is still in them. So I believe by more sensitization, we help check that mindset.
Currently, we have close to 400,000 children enrolled in all our primary and junior secondary schools. So now the children are in school. We want to ensure that they are actually learning. You might know that there's this phenomenon that has become very popular after COVID. It's a phenomenon of learning poverty. So now the focus is not only on whether children are going to school, but that when they are in school, are they actually learning? As a government, we are part of the countries, because when it comes to education, Edo tends to be singled out, not as a Nigerian state, but we've been paired with 5 different countries as an accelerator state. So what that means is that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, in collaboration with the World Bank, has selected Edo, along with 5 other countries, as a state that has demonstrated a strong commitment to basic education. And what that does for us is that they've given us a grant that allows them to support us in the area of competence and capacity, not necessarily money, but they are helping us ensure that our children in school are learning. It's focused on accelerating foundational literacy and numeracy to ensure that children by the age of 10 are able to read age-appropriate content and able to comprehend that content. So that's how far we've come as a program, and that's our focus at the moment.
The impactful educational reforms by the Edo State government through dedicated designated agencies and officials have helped thousands of students get quality and timely education.
I am happy to be in school. I am learning every day. I am making new friends. I could not write before. I can write now. I could not read before. I can read now. When I grow up, I like to be a teacher.
I think I know your school. I think I could surprise you. Then it was really a surprise. Now it's not just my school, it's our school. Yes, I know my school.
If you're a recent graduate from Edo State looking for your first job in tech, this one is for you. The Edo State government is looking to train and employ 150 exceptional people to join the state workforce to manage the tech revolution in Edo State. This world-class IT training program to be delivered by Africa's leading tech institute, Decagon, in collaboration with Green Zone, is free of charge, with certifications and job offer for successful applicants upon completion. Under Governor Obaseki's leadership, Edo State has been making waves in the tech sector, laying almost 5,000 kilometers of fiber, the second most in Nigeria, digitalizing Edo State government operations, setting a gold standard for efficiency and transparency in governance, and launching Edo Tech Park Initiative, the new home of tech in the whole of Africa. Edo State is on a mission to shine brightly in the digital age, and we need the most brilliant young men and women to build on the digital foundation that has already been laid. Are you ready to join us on this exciting journey? Apply now for the Edo State IT Professionals Training Program. Hurry, spots are limited.
My name is Dr. Roka Mego. I'm the Director General of the Edo State Health Insurance Commission.
My good people of Edo State, I bring you good news from the stable of Edo State Health Insurance Commission as regards the good benefits brought to all adults in the aspect of good health and quality living. Are you a doctor, lawyer, farmer, mechanic, market woman, or school children? This information is for all because it's about our health. Registration requires a token to enable you with sex quality healthcare. Edo State Health Insurance Commission is available to you in every hospital around you. For registration, you can contact us at Block B, 8th floor, Civil Service Building, Sapper Road in Edo State. Or in Edo Central, you can walk up to our Eastern West Local Government Office in Ekwoma, Edo North, Isakum West Local Government Office in Auchi. Or contact us on the numbers 080-730-60807 or via our social media platform. This information is brought to you courtesy of the State Health Insurance Commission.
I have a singular pleasure and privilege of launching the Edo State Basic Education Sector Transformation. Edo guys.
Literacy is a fundamental right for every child in Edo. In 2018, Governor Obaseki launched the Edo Basic Education Sector Transformation, widely known as Edo Best, which has brought about a revolution in the basic education system in the state.
We found the solution in technology. That is the result of what you are seeing today.
The sector has been digitalized. The curriculum has been unified. Teachers have been trained. Pupils are being monitored. And collaborative efforts with parents and communities have been made to ensure that every child in Edo returns to school. This initiative has been incredibly successful, and other states are now following suit.
To rebuild any structure, you have to start from the base. And the base of our educational system is basic education.
This is one of our success stories.
Rosemary was a remarkable and intelligent student who was cherished by her teachers and admired by her peers. But soon, an underlying health issue would threaten to dim her vibrant personality and jeopardize her promising future.
I'm Isoke Osemege, the head of the Child Safeguarding and Protection Unit, State Universal Basic Education Suburb. Rosemary is a former pupil of Ozolwa Primary School, Abumere in Ovia Northeast. What drew my attention to Rosemary was when she was in class. Others of her classmates were writing, but Rosemary wasn't writing at all. There was no exercise book whatsoever on her desk.
As she progressed in her grades, she became a different student. Soon enough, her teacher was able to notice a significant decline in her academic performance. She became increasingly inattentive and unfocused in class, leading to a rapid deterioration in her grades, causing great concern to her teacher. Little did her teachers know that there was a deeper underlying issue at play.
So that prompted me to ask why. Why is she not writing what others were writing? That was when the class teacher told me that she cannot see what's on the board.
At such an early age, Rosemary was experiencing a progressive vision loss, causing legal blindness that could eventually become total blindness.
When I was in primary one, that is when I discovered that I cannot see well.
So I said, okay, let me come inside. I asked Rosemary, is it true that you cannot see what's on the board? She said, yes, she cannot see what is on the board. So have you been coming to, how have you been coping? She said she'll just sit in class and just listen to what the teacher is saying. To really ascertain the level of what she told me, I picked up a marker and wrote an alphabet on the board. Lo and behold, Rosemary could not recognize what was on the board. That was when I knew that there's big trouble.
To make her way to school each day, she depended on her friends to guide her by hand. Unfortunately, some of them were unaware of the challenges she was facing.
So that was when I told the head teacher, how come you have not notified the parents of this child? He said he's a mother, that the girl is fatherless, that they've called the mother severally, but she refused to respond. I said, okay, in that case, let me go to her house. I asked Rosemary, is your mommy at home? She said yes. So the HM brought out his bike. We entered and we visited the home. But unfortunately, we met the woman's absence. So what we did was to drop a message. We met a neighbor, which we told the neighbor what we came for. In addition to the provision of free, compulsory and quality basic education, the board is also saddled with the responsibility of ensuring the well-being and protection of every adult child.
The relentless superb officer, Mrs. Isoke, sets out again the next day to see Rosemary's mom. And this time, she gets lucky.
This matter don't tire me. Me don't talk say na spiritual problem.
She said it's a spiritual problem. Why will you just conclude? Have you tried medical? Have you tried this? She said no, that she just have that feeling that it's spiritual, so she has been battling it spiritually. I said, that is not good enough.
See, they don't feel live like this. Me will go UBT.
I am Valentina Okeibemem, a consultant pediatric ophthalmologist in the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, Department of Ophthalmology.
The consultant examined her.
In the course of examining her, we now made a diagnosis for her and discovered that she has cataract.
Where it was just confirmed there that this is cataract.
At the road test now they say cataract.
Cataract is the clouding of the eye's natural lens. Even though it's more common in old people, this condition can affect people of all ages, including young individuals like Rosemary. The gradual growth of the cataract in her eyes can worsen her vision and potentially impact her bright future.
Cataract is actually what we call opacity of the lens. And when we say opacity, in layman's term, it's known as whiteness of the lens. The lens itself is a transparent structure, okay? And that transparent structure inside the eye allows light to pass through, okay? So when that place is white, it doesn't allow light to pass through. And when light doesn't get into the eye, a picture is not formed. And when that picture is not formed at the back of the eye, which I said is retina, the picture is not transmitted to the brain. And with that, the person cannot see. So, when a patient has cataract, especially with children, the first thing that the parent will notice is that this child is stumbling into objects because he's not seeing well.
He opened the eyes and examined the eyes and saw that it was a full-blown cataract that was inside, and said the eyes are okay, that they just need surgery to extract the cataract.
We now booked her for surgery.
So they could fix the dates where they want to do the surgery.
When they told me that they are going to have a surgery, my heart just caught.
We do what we call cataract extraction, and there are different techniques. For children, we do what we call lensectomy with anterior vitrectomy and implantation of the posterior chamber intraocular lens. So it's like a three parts in one surgery. So what we do is that when the patient is already the patient is calm, under anesthesia, we now clean drape, and then we now go in, get the remove the cataract, put in an intraocular lens, and the idea of that intraocular lens is to help the child see, because if that lens is not there, the child will not be able to see.
Rosemary underwent a surgical procedure that lasted less than an hour. The skilled surgeons worked diligently to address the cataract issue affecting her vision, leading to a remarkable outcome.
After the surgery, I was excited. I could see, I could move around, I could play with my friends, I could write, I could do everything. I could even help my mother to read text messages on my phone.
My daughter, when you know they see before, he can't see, only in the waka I say. If a message even dey my phone, he go fit read them for me.
I was very happy. I was happy. And the mother was equally happy when she heard that there was a solution, just that we needed surgery to correct it.
The world around her came into focus and she could once again appreciate the beauty of colors, shapes and details that she had been missing. It was a moment of immense relief and gratitude for Rosemary and her mother.
Thanks to Governor Obaseki, Subeb, Mrs. Isoke, my teacher, and everyone involved. Now I can see you, everyone around there, I can see.